children their ABCs and how to count. Dad is teaching them how to be gold medal, tearing up the house Olympian. A reliable parent-child relationship contributes to a strong and healthy psychological development throughout a child's life. The role of each parent differs, but how they choose to parent their child ultimately determines how they will develop the key essentials to having healthy, happy relationships. According to Drs. Dawson and Ashman, warmth, sensitivity, and responsiveness are just some of the essentials of parenting that provide a steady development. The roles of a mother are to be the child's protectors and educators, whereas the roles of a father are to be the life coaches and counselors. Both parents can achieve all of the roles with just a little patience, love, and an open heart. The stages of life can be proven to be complex to some, but as long as a parent thrives to maintain a healthy, happy relationship with their child, the complexity should be facilitated. So, how can a parent contribute to a healthy psychological development in a child throughout their life? According to Dr. Lawrence Steinberg, the relationship between a child and their parent is one of the most important. So during infancy, parent-child relationship is central to the child's development. Infants who develop a secure attachment have a better chance of developing happy, adequate relationships. Dr. Mary Ainsworth of Harvard developed what's called the Strange Situation Assessment to determine if a child has a secure attachment to their parent. To test the child's attachment style, researchers put the child and their caregiver alone in an experimental room. The room has toys and other interesting things in it, and the caregiver plays with the child and then lets them explore the room on their own. After the child has had time to explore, a stranger enters the room and starts talking with the caregiver. Then, the stranger shifts the attention to their child. As the stranger approaches the child, the caregiver sneaks away. After a few minutes, the stranger returns. The caregiver then returns. The stranger leaves again. Then once the caregiver leaves, the stranger comes in and interacts with the child. The caregiver then enters the room, and the child will show in 3 different ways whether they are attached or not. Through wanting to be picked up by the child and being distressed, through being content at what just happened, or the child will push away the parent and not want anything to do with them. During toddlerhood, parents become teachers as well as nurturers. There are 2 fundamental contributions to a child's development. That's how responsive the parents are and how demanding the parents are. Responsive parents are more responsive to the child, and overly demanding are very strict. Insufficient parenting just yields to the child's demands. Disengaged parents are neither responsive nor demanding. They tend to show little to no interest in their child. According to Dr. Anita Evangelisti, communication between a parent and their adolescent is key to developing a healthy development in this life. Adolescents with open communication say that their relationships are satisfactory and close. Now, these children are low likely of having problematic behaviors. Adolescents with less open communication claim that their relationships are less satisfactory and they have less closeness with their parents. Now, results of this are poor coping skills, more academic difficulties, and they're more likely to develop depression. One's parenting style has a vast contribution to a child's mental and psychological development. What's the mental and psychological development on a child? The parenting styles tend to be the same from preschool age to adolescence. So, an authoritarian style tends to be responsive and demanding, and they're firm, but they discipline with love and affection rather than power. An authoritative style provides both security and confidence, which helps boost self-esteem. Children of authoritative style tend to be more cheerful, socially competent, and more successful in school. The authoritarian style is the parent is highly demanding, they're strict, and usually rely on physical punishment instead of love and affection. There's too little communication between the parent and a child, and that often leaves the child feeling insecure, which diminishes their self-esteem. The authoritarian child tends to be moodier, unhappy, and fearful. The child of an authoritarian child will also have a higher chance of aggression. Then there's the permissive style of parenting. The parent is responsive, but not that demanding. There are few expectations of the child, and they impose much smaller discipline. A child raised without structure may have problems controlling their behavior. They are also aggressive, they make impulsive decisions, and they have less responsibility. Because of the lack of drive, the parent will also lack organization and motivation in school. And then there's the disengaged style, where the parent is not responsive or demanding, and they show very little interest in their child. The child of the disengaged parent can be the most threatening to their sense of self, their self-esteem, and their well-being. These children have the highest amount of psychological and behavioral problems. They also have problems with intimacy and friendship. Therefore, they seek out replacements such as drugs and alcohol. So today we've learned about the importance of parent-child relationships and the effects of the parenting styles on children. A good parent-child relationship contributes to a strong, healthy psychological development throughout a child's life. Every parent has a different role to play, but as long as they are loving and they demonstrate warmth and are sensitive to the child's needs, there will be a positive contribution to the child's development. Through the different parenting styles, parent affects the child either positively or negatively. You can introduce yourselves now.
Hi, I'm Sarah. Crystal.
Michelle. Cindy.
Scarlett.
Scarlett.
Archer.
Archer. Her kids.